So I'm in Lima now. I wasn't planning on filming at all today. It's only been 22 hours. But my friend took me here, so I'm here. And I feel like if I don't film, I'm an idiot. My friend took me to a language exchange, which is why I have these stickers on me. It's been a pretty interesting night, not gonna lie. I think I did everything I needed to do today and then some, and then I got invited to a dinner and then the language exchange. I don't even know what time it is. I'm in a really cool spot. I don't really know what it's called. I'm sure I'll figure this out later. Put it on the screen. Something like that.
Tell me, what would you like to do? What would you like to, maybe you would like to eat? Okay.
They honk a lot here. They really think they're doing something. It's interesting. I'm gonna get away from that, hopefully. So my thoughts on Lima. Lima's probably the coolest city I've been to since Buenos Aires. I'm not taking away from Asuncion. I live in Asuncion. I love it there. But what I really like about this place is, one, my neighborhood is really trendy. It reminds me a lot of being in SoCal. When I got off the plane, I went through customs and I saw the Americans and I was like, oh, no. I like being the only gringo. And I was like, nothing's gonna kill my vibe harder than other gringos being in the same vicinity as me. Well, then I get through customs.
Thanks.
And then I order Uber, and I'm extremely grateful to have Uber because in La Paz, they don't have Uber. And I am hungry. It's late at night. I hear everything closes at 10. So I'm thinking to myself, oh shoot, I should probably get some food. And I see Starbucks right outside of the airport. And I was like, do I have enough time? My Uber says it's already here. I don't really want to risk it. So I just kind of dealt with it. And on my way to the Uber, I'm getting hounded by these taxis, by these guys who want me to get in their taxi. They're like, taxi. I'm like, I don't have time for it. I already have an Uber. I don't really want to get into a taxi. And they just wouldn't accept no for an answer. And they're like, okay, well, look at this price. I'm just like, no, I have an Uber. They're like, but you can come with me in my taxi. I'm like, no, I have an Uber. It was annoying. Doesn't really matter. Got in the Uber. My driver was an absolute G. We were swerving through traffic. I might swerve in that corner. Whoa. We were doing that. It was real. It was nighttime. It was Lima. I'm smelling the sea salt in the air. It felt like I hopped off the jet at LAX, like the good old days, and we were driving, taking the coastal road back to my place in SoCal. It was awesome. And then my check-in was really easy at the Airbnb and arrived safe and sound. And then I went to go get some snacks. And I found, they were like, it's $26. I'm like, oh, crap, all right. I didn't care because I was just happy to be done with travel. It was a long day. And the snacks were pretty good. It was all junk food, but still. And then later the next morning, I found out that pretty much whatever they say in dollars, you divide by 3.75 or 3.65, 3.6. I don't really know. It can changes every day. But it's because the currency here is sols. So whenever they say it's like 26 bucks, we're really talking about like $6 or $7. Not that bad. And then I spent the next day walking around, familiarizing myself with the place, and I really liked it. They had all these really good restaurants. The food it's A-tier food for Latin America. I will say this, they probably don't beat Paraguay in steak, or Buenos Aires even in steak, but they win in everything else. You want international cuisine, this is the spot. The food costs just about as much as it does in Paraguay. Most of these places here take credit card too, so you don't have to rely on cash, which is great. Although today I did have an issue with cash with Western Union. Not with Western Union. Today I did have an issue with cash with the laundromat. For whatever reason, most laundromats only take cash here. I was fortunate to find one that had a credit card. So I speed rushed it. I guess we're in the center. Figure the statue, gotta take a break to look at the statue. I speed rushed it. Laundry's gonna be ready by tomorrow. The day is good. All right, so this is a cool spot. Cool, we're gonna get this in the background because it's kind of... I just like the architecture of these places. Do we really think Spaniards built this centuries ago? Do people really have the technology to do that? Were they really that advanced and so precise? I mean, look at this doorway. Like, you know, that's some great architecture to do with your hands. Sculpting like Michelangelo. How much you want to bet that's just like a bathroom? Maybe it's a ballroom for special events. I don't know. Should probably check it out. Yeah, definitely checking it out. Anyways, we've just been locking in. Been working on the business stuff. I have a PDF with my offer, which is great. If you're interested, comment offer in the comments. And don't forget to like and subscribe. Just so you know, I'm like walking into this castle. Okay, check this out, guys. Oh yeah. You know we're taking the bridge over the moat. You know we're taking the bridge over the moat. I really like this park walk. I don't know where I am exactly. I know there's a Japanese garden around here. I know there's a lot more to look at. I'm doing a full loop. If you like ducks, you might have found the right channel. Oh shit. Maybe not. Maybe not. Just got punked by a bunch of ducks. Yeah, right now I'm kind of just chilling. I'm just learning this city. I'm getting some content. Yo. Ho ho. You know, when I was 4 years old, I got chased down by some peacocks. It was really scary. Shout out Malaga Cove Library. If you know, you know. I like bridges that look like that. So you know we're gonna cross that bridge. I can't promise you I'm gonna keep the camera pointed this way the whole time. You might have to deal with a rear view mirror shot, like right now. But when we get to those birds over there, I'm for sure gonna point the camera this way. Because we're on our Steve Irwin arc right now. Crikey. Look at the geese. Yeah. We got some lovebirds over there. Got some little ATVs for when you need to see all the animals. Yo, we can get a boat. Should I get a boat? Do I do it for the content? I don't know. We'll look at the prices. Apparently I can get some ATVs. Look at this little kid. They let this kid drive an ATV. He just crashed into his mom. Straight up. Straight up, he just crashed into his mom's knees and she just took it like a champ. You know, it's crazy. You start them young and they still suck at driving. All right, here we are. Look at this bridge. ¿Cuánto?
Acá está 5. Sí.
¿Cinco?
Soles.
¿Puedo pagar con tarjeta?
No.
No.
Yape.
Okay. Yape. Solo efectivo. But if I brought some cash for 5 soles, that's like $1.50. It's $1.50. You can ride one of these things at this place called Te llaman Los Espejos Super Divertidos. I don't know why they're laughing on a speaker. It's kind of creepy. Kind of makes me not want to do this, but it's fine. It's fine. We get to chill with the birds again. The swans, the ugly ducklings. Hope I don't get run over by these little kids with the ATVs. Big bro knows how to drive. Little bro's, I don't know. The bowl cut's probably distracting. He's got a bowl cut. Maybe bowl cuts and driver skills are directly proportional. The more bowl cut you have, the worse you are at. Maybe they're inversely proportional. The bigger the bowl cut, the worse at driving. So when you see the bowl cut, just know you better run. Jesus. Okay, I'm gonna have to get up here because what we just talked about. Yeah, this kid's a menace. There's a reason why I have to walk in the grass and not the main part of the street. Pretty sure Dad's got a remote control and he's actually the one in charge, and the kid still manages to crash into Mom. It's pretty wild. Also, if I'm just rambling and this is not a good narration, let me know. I won't cry. I need to work on my charisma skill, guys. I don't know how to get out of this park. I'm kind of lost, which is kind of the point, actually. I'm happy. Maybe I found my way into the Japanese garden. They really fenced off all these places, and then they have the audacity to write salida de emergencia, which means emergency, right? But if it's an emergency, look at, I'm screwed. It's what am I doing in case of emergency? Nothing. I'm just stuck in this burning park. But that's not gonna happen. There's too much water here. I just jump in the ponds. So now we're at the Museo Metropolitano de Lima. Museo Metropolitano. I'm only gonna film the outside. I don't really want to go in. Today's a big day for scouting. I know I'm gonna come back to Lima at some point. Each of these places probably deserve their own videos. So I'm just gonna do one like this. Because some guy's walking out right now and I can tell he's gonna tell me, no, you can't film, which is fine, but who says I'm trying to film your museum, buddy? Although I understand why you think that. I'm not taking that away from you. It's a fair assumption. Yeah, they tell me that the traffic's bad here.
Yeah.
I think it's worse than LA. I mean, traffic moves here. It's messy here. And the honking is ridiculous. I think some people just honk because they want to feel seen. So I'm going to take a pause right now on this video because we're in the streets. The honking is just insufferable. And honestly, we're not in a photogenic spot. But we will be. It's kind of crazy to see people peeping when traffic is at a standstill. Like what's going on, guys? Do they just want to be heard? Are they just saying, I'm tired of waiting? Are they saying, look at me, I'm about to make a dangerous maneuver? I don't know. I'm watching this guy. He's just like, as he's pulling up to a stop. Why do you need to beep at a stop? That's silly. He knows that there's traffic. He knows that everyone else is stuck. This is why I don't really drive anymore. I'm way less stressed out. Maybe I'd be a beeper. Maybe I'd be a big beeper if I was driving. Well, I found a quiet little area. It's very quaint. We got some dude walking his dogs. Those look like some good boys. I'm really happy I came out here. I'm not gonna lie. This is exactly what I was looking forward to. Definitely not disappointed. This kind of reminds me a little bit of parts of LA, right? These are just some apartments. This is a very tiny little neighborhood. I guess the area I'm in is Historic Centro, and the street that I'm on is like the big street. It's El 28 de Julio, 28th of July. That's another thing they do in Latin America, is they name streets after dates that are important. They did that in Buenos Aires as well. Wow, I really love Latin America. I'm totally coming back here. Totally coming back here. I was supposed to be here for a month. I was also supposed to go to Cusco, which is where Machu Picchu is, or close to Machu Picchu. The real reason why I cut this trip short is because my friend couldn't go to Machu Picchu with me. So I booked a flight to another Latin American city, which I'll be going to at another time, and I will drop a vlog on that at some point, just not right now, because obviously I'm not going there. I'm going back to Paraguay for a few months. So we're about to do the photo shoot. Here with my buddy Frank. We're in the Now Hotel Lima. It's a cool little spot. One of my last days here, still going out with a bang. We're in the presence of a legend. We're rolling. What do you want to say to the people?
Let's get some nice pictures for the whole.